Hello guys and welcome back to another LEGO Transformers video. Today we have the fallen Onyx Prime. So Onyx Prime here is a bit of a weird beast mode. He is a six-legged dragon hybrid creature. So he's got a bunch of various animal things. Onyx being like the prime for like beast modes, and not really having an alt mode shown as far as I'm aware. The main thing I've seen him from is like Transformers Prime, and I already saw like an alt mode for him. So I kind of just made one up and went with a six-legged dragon where the front legs are dragon claws, the mid legs are paws, and the back legs are hoofs. So you give him the sort of hybrid thing. He's got a bit of a mane going on for the dragon head here. He's got bull horns on his chest. And he's got a really long sort of chain, made out of a chain, like rat tail type thing. And of course the big sort of feather-like wings, with like these feathered blade type things. And he's got a sort of snaky, long body. And articulation-wise in this mode, he's pretty good. He's got ball joints everywhere. I'm not really going to mess with him too much in this mode, because he's a lot easier to... There's a lot to handle here. But he does have a opening jaw. You can open... It opens in 3 segments. You have the middle, which I've left up, and then these side blade segments. And he also has the nostrils are made out of 2 stud shooters, so he can shoot studs out of his face. So that's something he can do, is he can shoot studs out of his nose at people. Oh god. So he has this very like Autobot look to him, but of course, being a fallen Prime, he is more of a villain. Well, despite the fact that compared to Megatronus, the color scheme here is quite bright, with a lot more golds and red. As that's quite sort of a common color for, like, it's the colors they use for Predaking and like a few other Predacon designs, and like Prime and a few other medias, so I decided to tie that in with him. I also keep like accidentally dismantling him, grabbing at bits. He is very easy to break. Then, like, if you get one leg misposed, he does not stand. But to transform him, we're going to start with the main thing we're going to do is just take this piece here with these studs. I'm going to move the wing out of the way. We're going to flip this up with the rear half. I'm going to fold this. I'm going to connect these 2 studs to this piece. So they'll both naturally bend to connect, but then we've got that joint. I'm going to get the tail out of the way. I'm going to extend these rear legs from the dragon. Then we're going to take these mid legs and do the same. We're sort of going to extend them downwards. That will give us the sort of rear. We're then going to flip this torso up, rotate and fold in the dragon head, as well as the extra features of it, like these little spikes, which is going to fold in. And unfortunately, this just kind of sit here as cable. You can just stud it off if you don't want it there, I guess, but mostly it's supposed to stand there. Extend these legs a bit, and then just extend the front paws out, flatten them a bit more. And that gives them a base to stand on. You can then take the wings out of the way. He really does not want to stand, despite having 4 legs. It is a case of not everything is evened out, it doesn't want to stand. I'm going to rotate the front claws and just extend this out. Then going to fold in this tendril piece. And then he is really trying to fall over here. You take this gold piece and just slide it in. I'm going to do the other arm off screen, but it is literally the exact same thing. But it is just so, like, it's trying to collapse so much. Or, like, because usually I don't have him sat down while I'm transforming him, but on camera I kind of have to. because he just does not want to sit. I'm actually going to ironically sit him in like an animal sitting pose to get him on camera. I also forgot to show it off, but on this side, you're going to twist the shoulder, and then you can flay the pad out. And then we're just going to flip the horns of the beast mode, head up, and then flip the sort of main spiky fluff. I'm just going to fold that up. So these pieces were connected against the body, but now they're flipped up. And these spikes have been put up. So you can extend his legs again and attempt to stand him. The wings, they're just going to stay the same. They're just going to sit forward. And the same with the tail. He keeps his tail and wings in robot mode. Oh god, that just broke off and I have no idea where from. Okay, it's broken off from there. Oof. And there we have the fallen Onyx Prime in his robot mode. He takes up a lot of space because he's quite a large character. Although he's not hugely tall, most of his big mass goes into the fact that he's got this centaur four-legged thing going on. I'll actually bring in for a size comparison because they're about the same height. The other fallen Prime, Megatronus. I'm gonna stand over this side. They both have like the Autobot logo on like these black shield pieces, and they both have a matrix to themselves. As a usual Prime thing of having the matrix of leadership, I thought, well, if you're gonna have 13 other Primes, not all of them were exactly leader-like, so I gave each one a individual matrix. So proudly displayed on the outside of Onyx's chest here is the Beast Matrix. If we open up the chest of the Megatronus here, we have the Matrix of War set in his chest. It's just sort of like a concept, I guess, that I just liked the idea of. So I'll give each Prime their own little matrix. If I do build all of them, I probably won't, but mostly because someone like Amalgamus would be extremely difficult to make, as he has infinite alt modes. So I don't really know what to do with him. I don't know, maybe I'll build him as like a random ass triple change, or even do like a shockwave type thing where he has shells of different alt modes that can be put on him. Yeah. Anyway, so my camera has gone completely fucking useless. You see they're sort of the same height. Megatronus has a bit more height on him, but Megatronus is also a really lanky character. Like really spindly legs going on. He doesn't have the same amount of mass as this guy. Like he has a lot of mass in just his upper torso, but pretty much all of his size is just upper torso and nothing else. Take him off of the screen. And I'll grab a beast character that I haven't really shown off yet. Because, well, he's a beast-themed character. So here we have Optimus Primal, who is a small Voyager, large deluxe sized character. He's quite little. Of course, turning into a gorilla. And then for another size comparison, we will bring in completely unrelated to him in any way, but here he is with Rekgar. There's no relation between these two characters, I just like Rekgar. Then I can sort of get into articulation, but I tend to more just point at what articulation a character has as opposed to move them. And especially in this instance, because he is just so annoying to balance and pose to stand up. Despite having 4 legs, it actually makes it more annoying. You have to make sure all 4 legs are properly stationed and posed up. But in terms of articulation, you've got a ball joint at the waist here, ball joint here as well, although This ball joint isn't really active, it's more this one. That one's more active in the alt mode. Got a ball joint at the hips on either side, ball joint at the knees, and ball joint at the paws at the front here, and each individual toe bean thingy can move up and down on a hinge joint. Shoulders are ball jointed, ball jointed, ball jointed, ball jointed, hinged at each finger. Wings are ball jointed and ball jointed. Head is on a T-joint, so it can up and down and swivel, but doesn't have a lot of room to do that because his head is quite large. His head was also a pain in the ass to design. You can see it has got the sort of beak helmet that he's got going on, as well as like all the spikes and the horns. The rear legs, same as the front legs, like exactly the same. Like articulation-wise, the tail is ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, and then just long chain, so that just goes in whatever direction, but unless you have a clear stand, it's not going to stay. So this is articulation-wise. That is the end of the video on Onyx Prime, and next video I will most likely just cover Megatron and get him out of the way. Or maybe Blitzwing. I want to do a triple changer because I haven't really showed either of them off fully. And I'm decently proud of both of them. In terms of building small-scale triple changes, at least. I think that has been all for Onyx Prime. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video.